Hello everyone. Welcome to Slurp Knowledge, a channel where we share health and science knowledge in short, easy-to-digest videos, just like instant noodles for your brain. Please note the knowledge in this video is gathered from various scientific sources. If you have any ideas, corrections, or thoughts to add, feel free to leave a comment below. Today we're going to explore the digestive system, where every meal becomes living energy. From the mouth, stomach, to the small intestine, everything operates like a sophisticated machine that we rarely notice. In the previous video, we explored the respiratory system. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave the link in the description for you. Now let's begin the journey of food and nutrients. The digestive system, the magical journey inside your body. Have you ever wondered, where does the rice we chew and swallow actually go inside our body? Does it simply disappear, or does it begin a magical journey through a chain of tiny factories within us? If we compare the human body to a perfect machine, then the digestive system is the energy production line, where every bite of food is turned into life itself. So what exactly is the digestive system? How does it work to transform our favorite foods into energy that keeps our body alive? Let's explore that journey right now. Part 1. What is the digestive system? Overview of the body's factory. The digestive system is a series of organs closely connected together. Their jobs are to receive food, then grind and break it down into simpler forms, absorb essential nutrients, and finally remove waste from the body. On average, the digestive system processes about 1.5 to 2.5 kg of food and drinks every day. The total length of the digestive tract is around 9 meters in an adult body. About 10% of the energy we eat is used just for digestion itself. If the body were an energy factory, then the digestive system would be the raw material department. Thanks to it, every grain of rice, every piece of vegetable, every drop of milk we eat is transformed into energy to make the heart beat, the lungs breathe, the brain work, and cells stay alive. If one day the digestive system stopped working, the body couldn't absorb energy or sustain life. Just like a car without fuel, no matter how well built, it would become a useless piece of metal. From here, let's begin our detailed journey through each stop the food passes along. Part 2. The journey begins in the mouth, the gateway of digestion. When we bite into a piece of bread and hear that satisfying crunch, that's when digestion begins. It may seem like just chewing, but in the mouth 2 processes are happening at once. First, mechanical digestion. Teeth cut and grind the food, while the tongue mixes it with saliva. Chewing well reduces the burden for the stomach and intestines later. Second, chemical digestion. Saliva contains the enzyme amylase, which breaks down starch into maltose, the first step in turning food into energy. Saliva also lubricates food for easier swallowing and contains IgA antibodies to protect mouth tissues from bacteria. It even has lysozyme, an enzyme that kills bacteria as soon as they enter. The tongue doesn't just taste. It also helps detect toxins. The bitter taste triggers a brain alert to prevent swallowing. Each person has a unique tongue print. Just like fingerprints, it can be used in forensics. Salivary glands also adapt to eating habits. People who eat more spicy food secrete more saliva to protect their mouth lining. So yes, a good meal starts with good chewing. Only when the mouth does its job well can the next organs work smoothly. When the food is well ground and mixed, the tongue pushes the food mass, called bolus, down the throat, starting its deeper journey to the stomach. Part 3. The stomach, the grinder and protein digester. The stomach sits in the upper abdomen, like a large muscular bag that can stretch to hold 1 to 2 liters of food. When the bolus arrives, it's mixed with gastric juice and turned into a thick liquid called chyme. A perfect preparation before moving to the small intestine. Inside the stomach, digestion happens both mechanically and chemically. Mechanically, the stomach contracts constantly using 3 overlapping muscle layers that twist and squeeze food from multiple directions, like a mini industrial mixer. Chemically, its inner cells release strong hydrochloric acid with a pH around 2, similar to battery acid. This acid kills bacteria and activates pepsinogen into pepsin, an enzyme that cuts proteins into smaller, easier-to-digest pieces. Despite its acidity, the stomach doesn't digest itself thanks to a protective mucus layer that shields its inner walls. It also produces an intrinsic factor, essential for absorbing vitamin B12 in the small intestine, which is vital for blood formation and nerve function. However, this balance is fragile. When we're hungry, acid is still secreted. If the mucus is weak, acid can attack the lining, causing ulcers. Stress, alcohol, spicy foods, or irregular eating can weaken this layer and cause stomach pain or burning. The stomach also reacts strongly to unusual stimulation. Laughing hard or moving right after eating can cause the lower esophageal sphincter to loosen, letting acid flow up, causing heartburn. In vomiting, the stomach builds pressure 2 to 3 times higher than normal to eject food, a self-protection mechanism. In short, the stomach is both a powerful food grinder and a fierce chemical warrior, but also fragile if not cared for properly. When digestion here is complete, the stomach pushes small portions of chyme into the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine where it meets the supporting organs, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Part 4. Liver, bile, pancreas, the trio that defines digestion efficiency. 1. The liver, the body's chemical factory. First, the liver is the largest internal organ and the main chemical processor. Every day, it detoxifies harmful substances from alcohol, drugs, or bacteria, keeping blood clean. It also produces essential proteins like albumin and clotting factors, stores energy as glycogen, and releases it when needed. Most importantly, the liver produces bile, a fluid that helps digest fats. When the liver weakens, the entire metabolism and overall health are affected. 2. The gallbladder, fat processing assistant. Second, bile is made by the liver but stored in the gallbladder. When fatty food enters the small intestine, the gallbladder squeezes bile into the duodenum. Bile doesn't digest fat directly but emulsifies it, breaking large fat droplets into tiny ones so pancreatic enzymes can work effectively. This allows the body to absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. If bile flow is blocked, for example, by gallstones, people may feel bloated and have pain after fatty meals. 3. The pancreas, the link between digestion and blood sugar. Third, the pancreas, located behind the stomach, plays 2 key roles. It secretes digestive enzymes, amylase, lipase, protease, into the small intestine to break down carbs, fats, and proteins. It also produces hormones like insulin and glucagon to control blood sugar. If the pancreas malfunctions, nutrient absorption drops, causing fatty stools or weight loss. A lack of insulin leads to diabetes. Acute pancreatitis is a dangerous condition needing urgent treatment. After the liver, bile, and pancreas finish their tasks, nutrients are ready for the next big step, absorption into the bloodstream. This happens in the small intestine, the true center of nutrient absorption. Part 5. The small intestine, the center of nutrient absorption. The small intestine is about 6 meters long, made of the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, and covered with millions of tiny villi that multiply the absorption surface hundreds of times. This is where the most important part of digestion happens, absorption. If stretched flat, its surface area equals a tennis court. Each villus lives only 2 to 5 days before being replaced, always new and clean. 90% of nutrient absorption happens here. The stomach only prepares food. Over 3,000 enzymes work together to break down carbs, proteins, and fats. Carbs become glucose, which goes directly into the blood for use by cells. 1's bile, nature's emulsifier. Bile isn't an enzyme but a mix of bile salts, pigments, cholesterol, phospholipids, and water. Bile salts act like natural surfactants, breaking fat into tiny droplets, making it easier for pancreatic lipase to split triglycerides into fatty acids and monoglycerides. Bile also helps carry these fat products to the intestinal walls for absorption and removes waste from the liver. 2. Pancreatic juice, enzyme arsenal and acid neutralizer. The pancreas releases pancreatic juice containing enzymes and bicarbonate ions. Bicarbonate neutralizes stomach acid, essential since enzymes work best in a slightly alkaline pH 7 to 8. The enzymes include amylase, breaks starch into simple sugars. Lipase, breaks fats into fatty acids and monoglycerides. Trypsin and chymotrypsin, break proteins into small peptides. These enzymes are secreted as inactive forms to avoid self-digestion and are activated inside the intestine. 3. Intestinal enzymes, the final breakdown. On the intestinal lining, brush border enzymes. Maltase, sucrase, lactase, peptidase, complete digestion. They turn disaccharides into glucose, fructose, and galactose, and peptides into amino acids ready for absorption. 4. Absorption pathways, into blood and lymph. Simple sugars and amino acids go into tiny blood vessels, portal vein, liver, bloodstream. Fats are rebuilt into triglycerides, packed into chylomicrons, and absorbed into lymphatic vessels, venous circulation, liver, and tissues. From here, nutrients officially join the body to build energy, cells, and life. The undigested leftovers move to the large intestine. Part 6. The large intestine, the final stage. The large intestine is about 1.5 meters long, including the cecum, colon, rectum, and anus. Its main job isn't digestion anymore, but water and mineral absorption and stool formation. It also hosts trillions of bacteria, the gut microbiome. They break down leftover fiber, produce vitamin K and B vitamins, and protect against harmful bacteria. Over 50% of feces are actually dead bacteria and old intestinal cells, not leftover food. Some gut bacteria even produce serotonin, the happy hormone. So the large intestine is the final gate, finishing absorption, forming waste, and keeping body balance. Part 7. Internal and external factors that affect digestion. The digestive system is influenced not only by internal structures, but also by lifestyle and environment. External factors include diet and daily habits. Eating too fast or not chewing enough forces the stomach to overwork, causing bloating. Spicy or oily food irritates the stomach lining. Irregular meals, skipping breakfast, or eating late disturb acid secretion and cause reflux. Low-fiber diets cause constipation. Contaminated food or unsafe water can lead to poisoning or infections. Overusing antibiotics kills good bacteria, upsetting gut balance and causing diarrhea. Even eating fiber without enough water can worsen constipation. In short, our lifestyle and food choices directly shape digestive health. Internal factors include genetics, stress, age, and activity level. Some people are intolerant to certain foods, like lactose. Long-term stress increases stomach acid and triggers heartburn, showing the strong gut-brain link. Children's digestion is immature, older adults have fewer enzymes. A sedentary lifestyle slows bowel movement and causes chronic constipation. To keep digestion strong, we must care for both healthy habits outside and mental wellness inside. Fun facts about the digestive system. Alright, enough science. Let's explore some weird, funny, and amazing facts about digestion that you've probably never heard in textbooks. 1. Farting. The microbial factory at work. Everyone farts, and yes, sometimes it smells bad, but why? Inside your intestines lives a huge microbe factory. When leftover food reaches the large intestine, bacteria ferment it, creating gases like hydrogen, methane, and hydrogen sulfide. The last one gives that rotten egg smell. Each person's gut microbes are different, so everyone's gas smells unique. Funny enough, a smelly fart is actually a good sign. It means your gut bacteria are healthy and doing their job well. 2. Burping. The body's air release system. When we eat too fast, drink soda, chew gum, or smoke, we swallow extra air. The stomach can only hold so much. When it's too full, the body automatically releases the pressure. That's a burp. It's totally normal and even relieves bloating, the stomach's friendly reminder. Hey, there's too much air in here. 3. Hiccups. Triggered by sudden changes. Hiccups happen when the diaphragm suddenly contracts, closing the vocal cords, producing the hic sound. This can happen when you drink cold water right after hot food, laugh or talk while eating, swallow air too fast, or experience sudden temperature changes. It's the diaphragm's way of saying, hey, slow down, don't stress the stomach. Behind these funny reflexes lies a perfect biological logic, proof of how smart and well-designed our body really is. Part 9. Final message, the mysterious journey inside the body. From mouth to large intestine, food changes dozens of times to become the energy that keeps us alive. The digestive system isn't just a pipe. It's a living, intelligent network that connects with the brain, heart, liver, and the whole body. When it's healthy, we eat well, sleep well, absorb nutrients, have glowing skin, and a clear mind. When it's tired, the entire body weakens because the energy source is interrupted. However, in order to have a good digestion, it is really simple. You can start from small daily habits such as eat slowly, chew well, and keep regular meal times. Drink enough water and eat plenty of vegetables. Limit alcohol, cigarettes, spicy food, and fizzy drinks. Stay relaxed and get enough sleep. Exercise regularly to improve bowel movement. Wash hands, eat cooked food, and avoid contamination. Maintain probiotics and soluble fiber from yogurt, kefir, bananas, oats. See, it's quite simple, right? Remember, take care of your stomach today, and it will take care of you tomorrow. Thanks for watching till the end. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.